Hi, I'm Katya from Serial Hero. My team and I are here to share with you what we've learned from a decade of working in UX. We hope it's useful for you in your path to becoming a successful UX designer, or in case you already are one, to be even better. In this video, I'm going to talk about finding a job in UX without prior experience. One common problem that I see people struggling with is the fact that a lot of companies hiring UX professionals are asking for some level of UX experience. And this is a real problem for those who are just starting, since they can't check off that box. If they don't have UX experience and if they can't find a job, how will they ever have it? It's understandable to want to hire UX professionals that have some level of experience. Although I get this point of view, it's easy to spot some major disadvantages for a company operating under this way of thinking. Number one, lack of opportunities to practice leadership. If the company hiring already has a UX team, there should be a system in place to train and monitor the work of junior UX professionals. It not only helps to enforce the company's processes and systems, but it also represents an opportunity for senior professionals to practice their leadership skills and naturally progress in their careers. Number two, missing out on the salary discount. If the company foresees the need to hire additional UX staff in the near future, it's a good strategy to hire straight without experience, instead of hiring, a mid-level just when it's urgent. First of all, it allows for a few months of getting hands-on and being mentored before, joining the project or team. And second, the company benefits from the salary discount that the junior has compared to more experienced profiles. Number three, it's harder to enforce consistency. I like the idea of hired juniors as opposed to more experienced people because they are fresh and don't have many ingrained habits. It's easy for me to pass them my team's processes and get them to quickly adopt to our way of working and our philosophy. It's a huge management advantage to have your team perform certain tasks consistently over time, rather than having, some team members wanting to do their own thing. Personally, I've mentored junior professionals straight out of school. I've welcomed others from other careers outside of UX and hired people who were mid-levels, seniors, even those who were seniors to me. I'd had great experiences and not so great experiences in all sides of the spectrum. That being said, finding a job in UX with no experience should actually not be a problem, but it is. So what can we do about it? If you're hunting for your first job in UX and all companies hiring require prior UX experience, the only thing you can do is to create your own. You have to focus on adding quality projects to your portfolio. Having your school projects in your portfolio is fine, especially if they are done for a real company with a real problem to solve, but it's not enough. You need to add projects from other sources while you're looking for jobs, or maybe even before you start looking. The idea is to look for freelance work. You can look for it in the usual suspects, platforms like Upwork, TopTal, Fiverr, just to name a few. And if you can't find paid work, you may choose projects that you're interested in, or maybe are strategic for the type of job that you would like to land. Let's say that you would like to work for the finance industry. You may choose to do a project in this field, knowing that your prospective employer will value your tangible experience and interest in this domain. It is useful to have a client, so that you can gather the business goals, the feedback, and so on. Just make it resemble a regular project as much as possible. However, nobody has to know that you didn't get paid to do this work. And I repeat, nobody has to know you didn't get paid. I'm not saying that you should lie, but in case they don't ask you specifically, and you truly treated the work as if it were paid, you're better off not disclosing this information. Think about a digital product that you use. Is there room for improvement? Has a relative or friend complained about a digital product? Do you have an unmet need? Use that as your case study. Be sure to choose a topic that is relatable nonetheless, all right? And with a target audience that it's easier for you to reach for your research. Although the projects can be small, they should be high quality, and this is very important. They should show your process, the final result, and how well you address the problem overall. You can use other UX portfolios that you appreciate or look up to as a reference. If you feel the need to get feedback to how better present your work, reach out to mentors. If you don't know any, you can look for platforms like adaptlist.org. It's important that your final result looks as good as the process that you have put in. For those who don't have a design background, I usually suggest pairing up with a colleague who has. This way, both of you can have the project in your portfolios, even though you might have focused on different parts of the process. See it as an opportunity, because it can be. It's easy to complain about the companies who follow these policies that I don't agree with, but it takes a bit of energy not to surrender and actually do something about it. To see an obstacle as a challenge, to make the best of it anyway, that is also a choice that is up to us. This is from Ryan Holiday in his book, The Obstacle is the Way. Great book, by the way. You can turn this reality in your favor intentionally designing your own experience. When I was trying to move from my second job to the third, I struggled because there wasn't much in my portfolio that I could be proud of. At the same time, I joined an entrepreneurship event and I met people who were doing digital products and needed help. Because I was desperate to try new things, I did several projects on the side, most unpaid. And although this wasn't completely thought out, my portfolio actually grew, and so did my experience working in different types of projects and with very different people. It was much easier to find a job that I wanted several months later. I'm grateful that I did it. I only wish that I had been a bit more strategic about the projects I took on. How about you? Will you choose to be in control? Will you choose to use this obstacle as an opportunity? For each of your greatest challenges, I wish you the greatest of opportunities. That's what I had for you today. I hope you liked it. Share it with someone who you think might benefit from it, and like it because it will help more people find it later. Thank you so much. Take care.